Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
I don't know what to say apart from we can't even beat a down and out Bournemouth. They're practically in the Championship and we can't beat them. Hello and welcome to another episode of Hollie's Hotspurs, and today I'll be talking about that 0-0 draw. Yes, my face looks as dead and as boring as that game against down and out Bournemouth. If you're new to the channel, please remember to like on this video, comment what you thought of that dead game below and hit that subscribe button. Don't really know where to start, it'd probably have to be the lineup. Obviously with Dar with his match ban, which is a whole nother story in itself. Obviously he was taken out of the squad, and Jan Vertonghen and Toby are now in their partnership. I was a bit annoyed about this dire situation. We knew it was coming, but really towards this far, the end of the season. But there we go, we move. I mean, other players such as this seem to get away with strangling other players and get no match ban for it, but we move. Anyway, moving on very quickly, we obviously see Serge Aurier and Davies out on the left back and at right back. In the middle of the park again, we see Sissoko, Winks and Lo Celso, which I thought was quite nice. They kind of played really well against Everton. I can't really say really well, but there was glimpses of hope there when they played in the midfield. Then we also had Bergwijn, Lamela and Kane up top. Probably the only highlight in the game was when Serge Aurier managed to put two decent crosses into the box, and yes, I've just said Serge Aurier. No one's on the end of it though, which is really annoying because for once it doesn't hit the first man and it actually goes into the box and no one manages to get on the end of it. There was also this decision in the game. Harry Kane is manhandled in the box. Somehow VAR says this isn't a penalty. I tend to say just not going to comment on it if I'm honest. Now, I would normally show you highlights of the game, but there really wasn't anything. I think one of the highlights was Lamela either kebabbing someone's leg off or running straight into a player, not passing the ball quick enough. Another highlight was passing the ball sideways, backwards. A prime incident of this was when Sissoko got the ball from Lloris high up the pitch from a throw, decides to dribble it, beat the player. There's no one in support, so passes it back again. I mean, if that doesn't highlight the decline of this club, I do not know what does. Too many times, players holding onto the ball and not releasing it quick enough, i.e. Eric Lamela. It was just constant throughout the whole game. I mean, it was nice to see Steven Bergwijn. I had a little bit of debate on Twitter about what's he done. To be honest, looking at it, the only thing he has done is had the desire to get the ball, and then someone said to me, yeah, but all footballers have that. I said, well, not in this team they don't, because there's not one player on that ball that I thought was helping the team out, not gonna lie. The thing that really highlights it is that Harry Kane was probably our best defender, midfielder and striker, but to be fair, he wasn't even on it as a striker because the man was too shattered doing defensive duties, which he shouldn't have to do anyway. Maybe the only good bit from today was that it turned into Tanguy Thursday, but did Tanguy Ndombele do anything? No. I mean, he came on for the first minute and actually put some passes together, which was the first thing I've seen of passes to the right player going forward in a very long time in the whole match. But still, nothing really changed. Sonny came on as well. There just was no injection of anything. It was the same old, sideways, backwards. And this was more evident in this game than ever before. I think to myself, we can't even beat pretty much down and out Bournemouth, bless them. Like, they've given us a good fight. At parts of the game, I thought they should be beating us or winning against us. It was just such a bad, boring game. How are we going to fare against on-form Arsenal? And it pains me to say it, but I am terrified for Sunday. Because I tell you now, right, if I say we lose 5-0, we might actually maybe win the game because I'm good at jinxing things. But I can honestly see a thrashing. And I don't want to say that, obviously, being a Spurs fan, but right now, I just don't see anything. There's no link-ups, there's no overlapping of play, there's no one coming inside to want the ball. It's an embarrassment. Tonight was an absolute embarrassment. And some people say, oh, hang on a minute, Hollie, you might be going a bit OTT. I am not going OTT. When you've seen your team lose to Sheffield United, you've then seen your team scrape a 1-0 win against Everton to then getting a 0-0 draw against Bournemouth that are in relegation zone. It is not good enough. And we nearly lost the game when Callum Wilson was a strike at goal. Now, the thing that annoys me in this bit, right, rather than Hugo try to save the goal, he puts his hand up straight away to say it's handball. What if VAR, right, didn't deem that as a handball? What if VAR looked at it and saw it was Toby's hand, or it brisked off Toby's hand before it went in? Like, do you know what I mean? There's no like desire to try and save the ball. It's always someone else's fault rather than the players on the pitch. And I've had enough. Okay, yes, you could tell to me Jose came out the wrong game plan. I'm sorry again, like I said against Everton, those players on that pitch should be good enough, regardless of what Jose's tactics is, to go out and beat that side. That is all. The players did not turn up once again tonight. It was a shambles, an utter disgrace. Honestly, I can see Arsenal beating us on Sunday and taking 3 points away from us. 100%. The most depressing thing was that Harry Kane manages to get a touch in their box in like the 78th minute. I mean, if that does not scream out panic, I do not know what does. But anyway, guys, this has been a positive and lovely video to do. I mean, hopefully on Sunday I'm not this depressed, but we'll have to see. Thanks again for watching. Remember, please hit your comments in the section below. I mean, I would really like to see what you guys think. I hope it's just not me. Thanks again, everyone, and see you soon.